All right, so I'm back. And I probably have like another hour, an hour and a half that I can stream. But yeah, when I jumped off, we were working our way through clearing this cave filled with um, bandits. So they ambushed ambushed us outside of their camp, and that was a poor decision. So Teal'ca is more than willing to look for to pick up the fight, especially against bandits. He does not like bandits. So we're just clearing out this cave, and then I think that actually the last thing I had done. I think we had cleared it out actually. Yeah, because we went in there and then kind of came around back here, and the deepest part of the cave. Although I don't feel like I don't remember seeing an outlaw and Andre. So, anyways, but I think the baddies are mostly dealt with. So we'll just start collecting what we can. We might actually spend the night in this cave, although probably outside. Um, we take what valuables we can. Just a torch. I think we can probably use the torch now. So with this character, he's not so much interested in gold as just becoming more proficient in his fighting. Kind of get a sense of the just how many bandits were in this cave. Yeah, this big mushroom. Oh, hey, what's up, Vernal? Yeah, so I didn't see you jump on. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I'm doing pretty good. I've been doing this Oblivion playthrough for a while now. This is my fourth character running through, so. Yeah, so I know that the cave's named for a particular bandit, but we never actually ran across them. And I don't think we missed anything. Let's like, if I look at the map. Oh, actually, no, we did. We totally did. Okay, so this is deeper into the hideout, and then this is the Great Forest, but we missed this passageway over here. So there's actually probably more bad guys. So we'll get to that in a second, but oh, whoa, there we go. They were sleeping. Okay, well. It's actually pretty valuable axe. It's kind of heavy, but yeah. But yeah, I've been doing pretty good. I've been leaning a little bit more heavily into my game stream because the cooking stream for a couple of different reasons I just haven't been able to do. The biggest one being is I just was on a really strict diet the last couple of months, and I've just been trying to think of ways to kind of like things that I could cook on stream with the time that I have. Which is the other thing, just less time in general, but that kind of fits within the diet. But I think ultimately what it came down to is like I've only had Sundays as a day that I could do the cooking stream, and then like I end up having so little time and like energy by then that it's been hard to pull off. So I've just been kind of focusing on the game stream stuff. So this Oblivion playthrough is one of them, and then I started doing the another one where I just kind of play through games that I pull out of a hat, which I enjoyed doing when I tried it out a couple years ago. So it just kind of mix of stuff. But I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while, so. Okay, I might have to speed up my walking a little bit here. Okay. So this is the passageway that I missed. Did I? I remember there was there were mud crabs when I first came in here, and that mud crab had a lockpick, so clearly it was a rogue crab. No, I don't think I ever found the bandit named. I don't know, maybe it's one of those ones where it's like if you you have to like unlock the do a quest that will unlock the named character or something. But that's the cave. Well, let's. I think we have an iron helmet. Yeah, it's actually an iron helmet. So I think we're okay there. No boots, no iron boots or anything like that, so, okay. Okay, we're heading the right direction. Okay, we have so many of these mushrooms. Oh yeah, there's like a Games Fest going on or something, right? I need to check that out because I don't know. What have you heard? Anything that's like catching everyone's attention? I think probably the ones that would be most interesting to me are like any like immersive sims or the you know, like big RPGs and stuff. I think the best new game that I've played that I really dug was Clair Obscur, which I don't know if you played that game at all, but it's fantastic. I think I probably at some point I kind of got like 8 hours in, something like that, like pretty deep into it, and then I was away for 2 weeks, and so I kind of like forgot a lot of the mechanics. But at some point, I'm gonna get back into it. But I've loved that game so far. Okay, what am I trying to do? Oh, I'm just trying to put away the torch. All right, sweet. Well, I think Keeltaw is going to take this camp. He's definitely not going to sleep in the cave with all the dead people, but this is a nice camp, and we get to chill outside, enjoy the moonlight. Like what? Oh, there's apparently bad guys here. Well, they can come find me. We're gonna sit here and do some alchemy. Alright, so we've got all of these, which is restore health and damage intelligence. Okay, let's see if there's any other. Restore health. No. Just the mushrooms, of course. How about Monk's Hood? We've got a lot of that. Restore strength. Alright, we're just going to go through and see if there's anything. The one I'm most interested is Mudang Two Hearts. It's like an assassin game. Huh. It's like stealth mechanics. I'm looking it up now. I'm curious. Narrative-driven third-person action adventure that blends cinematic storytelling with immersive stealth and dynamic combat. Set on the politically volatile Korean peninsula, the game weaves a story that begins with the historic reunification of North. Oh, whoa. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be interested in like how the combat in that one um, kind of works. I've always liked stealth games. I'm not great with like dynamic combat systems, although I'm getting better the more that I've started streaming, just playing games in general, like parrying and reactions and all that stuff. But um, yeah, I like the narrative aspect of it too. So I think anything that has like a actual storyline to it is great. Okay. Well, we've got all these, so I guess we'll just cook the food. I think so. It's based off of a webtoon. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. And so there we go. It says it's a stealth action with an edge of tactical realism. Yeah, real tactical realism. Okay, that sounds really intriguing. Yeah, tactics also. Unlike tactical games, I enjoy. Oh man, there's one that I played a while ago that was a turn-based RPG. I forget what it was called, but it was kind of like set in a kind of cyberpunkish future. I'd have to look up the name, but I think the last stealth game I played was Tomb Raider. I miss it so much. Okay, I didn't know that they had like stealth mechanics in the new like reboot of Tomb Raider, but I'm glad that they did. That's cool. Instead of making it just like a straight action um, video game or something. So um, yeah, I mean when I was really young, I played the original Splinter Cell. That game was like so. I mean, I guess like the first one's probably like Metal Gear, right? But I remember how cool it was first time playing that, and just like how different the mechanics were. Okay, so we're going through the negative effects, I think. Damage health, okay. This is good. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right, we can make a lot of stuff with this. So, the damage intelligence. I'm gonna end up like super over encumbered because I made 30 bottles of damage intelligence. do we have 50 bottles? Yeah, we do. Okay. But each one's worth 15? Oh, that's gonna, I mean, they're not gonna sell for that much, but it should get a decent amount back. Okay, almost. Okay. Well then. And our alchemy increased, and we can now actually... Okay, let's see about... Yeah, there's something nearby that's bugging the game. Hey, is it the deer? Come on, deer. Yeah, weird. Okay, well, it's gonna be like morning by the time I figure it out, so I think get a little sleep, though? No. It won't, okay. Well, I guess we can't sleep. I guess it's kind of weird sleeping next to a bunch of people that she just killed, so, Okay, I think we found the culprit here. It's just waiting to ambush us the entire time. Found the perfect moment. Yeah, okay, so it's like super late, but... Yeah, basically with this playthrough, what I'm doing is I've came up with like kind of a system to kind of start with like basically randomly create a character, which with different skills and abilities, which they kind of it's complicated, but basically it creates a character that I don't have in total control over, and then I just kind of play the character as I will, like kind of role playing style. So, with permadeath. So, this is my fourth character. The other three, obviously died, in not so kind of unexpected circumstances, which is kind of, it's actually been kind of fun to do. I've been enjoying it. So, I think for this one, I've created a couple more mechanics. So if he does die, that there's like, there's still a chance that he can kind of come back, but I'll get to that when it happens, because it always does eventually. I also turned down the difficulty, so it might not happen so quickly. I'm just going to update it real quick. So we're on day 3 now. The longest one I had lasted 11 days before dying in the midship of a ghost ship in Anvil, which I wasn't expecting. It kind of came out of left field. So, okay, so let's see. So this guy's main things are strength and endurance, obviously. I think definitely we'll put some more in intelligence. Although I think the endurance is definitely up. I'm trying to put it into things that he actually kind of put points into. I think personality also really went up. And then strength, all that mountain climbing. So, so yeah, there we go. Okay, so the big plan before the bandits decided to be jerks was to get to Coral, and our character definitely could take the road, which would be a lot easier, but generally speaking, likes the forest. So, um, yeah, I think we've got plenty of Monk's Head. So yeah, I'm gonna do save here, which the idea here is if I die and then I do the recovery thing and my character, actually has a chance to live, then like it'll start basically from where I entered the dungeon. But yeah, like I said, I'll explain that more when it happens, but um, yeah, I'm tempted. Hey, what's up, Emily? How are you doing? Oh, and thank you for the follow. I just saw that. I hope you're having a good night. All right, so let's see what people are up to down here. So I'm doing great. Can't complain for anything. You're welcome. And also, pleasure is yours. Okay, great. I'm enjoying, appreciate the vibes. So, let's pull out the torch here. Okay, shockingly, there was more demons down here. Damn, he got a fast one on. Alright, so there's some sort of like brazier under here. Alright, so going deeper. Old wooden door to Fort Empire barracks block. Oh, welcome back, Emily. Yeah, this is a very, very big fortress. Well, maybe not very big, but definitely more than just a basement, so. I think the last one was just like a saddled wizard and a couple of his demons. This one's, okay, there's someone up there. So how's the game treating you so far? Well, great in that I'm enjoying myself, but brutally in that my characters keep dying. And I set this ridiculous permadeath roll for myself, but they've been entertaining at the very least. At least for me. So, I'm enjoying it. Have you been playing Oblivion? Okay, so there's some chests over here. Well, you can specialize in lockpicking. But it doesn't make up for lack of skill. So nah, I don't think I tried it yet, just because I'm a professional noob when it comes to gaming. Yeah. Well, I hear you there. I'm not one of the skilled ones, so to speak, as I just demonstrated with my lockpicking abilities. So let's check the map. It is what it is. Yeah, you do what you can. Okay, so yeah, looks like this is where we came from. And there's some stairways up here that'll take us down the passageway. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well, there we go. I was wondering how long tonight it was going to be before someone showed up offering some sort of commercial services, so, but for anyone watching this, and you're thinking about asking, the answer is no. I don't really. I'm happy with the channel the way that it is. So, by the way, Vernal, it's great having, if you're still watching, great having you on. It's genuine interaction with chat is amazing. So, I don't know how long this has been like a thing, but it's like at least every other stream, get someone coming in with the, like, oh, hey, how's your day going? Like, what a great stream. Like, do you want to pay for viewers? And it's just, yeah. But enough about that. Back to the stream. So. Wait, oh, hold on. Did I explore everything? Okay, yeah, I made it through both ends. Glad I was able to join. Usually I'm asleep or just missed it. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I think I'll probably be on. I mean, it's a little bit later because it's Friday and everything. But I thought I could get like another hour, maybe like another half an hour in, before my brain just completely shuts off. Yeah, I think on weeknights I might be streaming later, but those will be like kind of the random Xbox games. I gotta see what the new stuff is though. I'm genuinely curious. Okay, let's see. There's the barracks block. And then this is just back outside. So I think we're good. I think we got everything in here. So Keeltaw has satisfied his desire for challenge against the demons. Ah, okay. All right. Yeah, we got a bunch of loot, so we're gonna want to sell that and maybe buy some sweet new armor when we get to Coral. So I think the plan was like kind of to make it through the woods, but just based on kind of how the mountains are, is I didn't realize if you kind of go off the trail that it sort of pushed us back down into the heartlands. So we'll start working our way west again. I think we've got plenty. Oh, Summer Bolete. Okay. So one of Keeltaw's major skills is alchemy. So I think. Sorry, pups. Had to be done. Okay.
Who's there?
Ah, shoot. Oh my goodness. Rude. Okay. Sweet outfit, though. We will take that. Normally I don't, but like the clothes are pretty lightweight. We do not have any shoes yet. Okay, we got the wolf. Anyways, I was saying, alchemy is one of his skills. I'm thinking like with Keel'ta, it's more of like a secondary thing. Like I think I'm just gonna keep it to the mortar and pestle and just sort of making potions while he's out on the road and stuff, out in the forest. So, oh, that's why. Yeah, I think probably good with the random caverns today. Fort Ash. Sounds familiar. Gonna get up on top of this hill so I can kind of see countryside a little better. I get the feeling we're close to the city, so. Ah. See, that's something that I kind of like when you're exploring. I've arrived in Coral now to find Joffrey at Wayne and Priory. So yeah, it's so I'm not going to be doing the main quest. What I've decided is that I'm just going to kind of ignore it's a thing, which basically means I'm not going to do anything in Wayne on Priory, which is probably, it's not really how necessarily I would play the character if there weren't the quest mechanics that I don't want to set off. But we're, yeah, basically going to ignore it. Unless this character gets to level 20, and then I've got a final mission planned, and then they'll start the main quest. But just from a role-playing standpoint, that's kind of the plan. But anyways, what I was going to say before that went off is like something that's cool about like not using the map and just sort of trying to navigate mostly by way of like, you know, just following the landscape is like stuff like the cathedral being the tallest building in the landscape. I think is really cool because it's easily the tallest building for long ways, and so it's an easy way to spot the city. And same thing with the walls. Like you kind of are more reliant on just visual cues like that to find your way around. I could probably follow the road and make things easier too, but and signposts and things like that. But I don't know. I find that it makes the world a little bit more immersive, but people's mileage may vary.
Well met. We're here to serve.
All right, so it's nighttime already somehow, but
Take care.
it's interesting. Normally they have like things where they let you ask for directions and stuff like that, but not here. Yeah, it's late. Oh, we also got up super late because the oak and the crozier. Northern goods and trade. Okay, yeah, let's sell some stuff.
Hello, I don't think we've met. Are you new in town?
Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you.
Likewise, I'm always glad to meet someone new. Welcome. I'm sure my mother would be glad to meet you as well. My mother owns this shop. She would be glad of your business. Be seeing you. Only the finest wares to buy and barter at Northern Goods and Trades. I'm Seed Neas, the proprietor. How can I help you?
Let's ask about
If
coral.
I don't have what you need, you might try the other coral merchants. Renoir's has books, fire and steel for your armor and weapons.
Yeah, we're not going to ask about Joffrey. Let's pretend he doesn't exist.
Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Yeah, okay, so we can get rid of these damage intelligence potions. Yeah, we've got 50. That's crazy. 350 gold. Nice. Okay. So the damage health ones, I think, well, they're not very good. That's the problem with them. We need to get better alchemy.
You've made a... That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Okay, so we just gained a level 2 from the mercantile skill, so... Tropic Touch. No, we'll keep the Imp Gall. So I'm going to sell the Alembic, just it's a role-playing
You've made
thing.
a good bit of gold.
Definitely wasted some money with that, but I just want the character kind of mostly use the mortar and pestle. So, all right. No, we're keeping that. The outfit, yeah,
That's
we can get rid of
a fair
that.
deal.
Rat meat is just too
drop-
heavy, so I usually get rid of that.
That's... You've made a good bit of gold. You got a great deal there. You drive a hard bargain.
I don't use Magicka a lot, so I think I can actually get rid of these. Yeah. I think in the future I might use it more, but I should have more. With alchemy, I should have more potions. I don't need the light one. The fatigue one would be useful. Although I do have better versions, so. Cure poison, healing. Poison of illness. Yeah, that one actually might be good for like a boss fight. Okay, and then the absorb fatigue.
You've made a good bit of gold.
Yeah, alright, we'll see what they got. And then I'll probably take a quick break. I can feel my brain is starting to shut off, but it's not quite there. And I want to make sure that I don't let it off the hook too easy tonight, so I'll just keep trucking on. Yeah,
Thank you for your business.
Well, thank you for your business. Okay, okay, so now we have a lot more money. I guess we'll just see where the nearest inn is, because it's getting kind of late, so...
What is it, sir? What are you looking for? The general trader and smith are near the fountain. The bookstore is up the street, towards the chapel. What are you looking for? The Oak and Crozier and the Grey Mare are near the gate and fountain. Farewell.
Okay, so that's one of them, and then this is... Looks like that's the armorer. These are the guilds, I'm sure.
They say that slavery has been abolished in Ireland. Stress, renounced the slave trade and freed the beast folk from
Right.
servitude.
It seems that these
Okay.
are turbulent times in the land of the Dunmer. Enough talk.
Well met.
How goes it?
Yeah, I know there's a second
Hi there.
place here,
They
but
say
I can't...
syndicates of wizards have led a boycott of imperial goods in the land of the Altmer.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation.
Oh, is this the other place? Yeah, this looks like the cheaper place to stay.
Hello. You haven't seen my sons, have you? They went off into the forest to fight those monsters, and I'm worried about them. My sons. Have you seen my sons?
Go on. Oh, you know what?
Oh,
Hold
my
on.
son.
I'm gonna take a break real quick because I hit the hour mark. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and then I will keep playing until my brain stops working. So be right back. Okay. All right, so I'm back. And we were in the
My
conversation
poor sons. My sons. Have you seen my sons?
with this guy about his sons. He's got sons.
Yes, Rallus and Antus. They're going to fight off the creatures at our farm, but I fear for their safety.
They're going to fight creatures at the farm?
For the
Oh,
last
boy.
few days, we've suffered attacks from these creatures at our farm not far from Coral. They're coming from someplace in the Great Forest. I don't know where, but Rallus may know more by now. My boys will take up the fight, even if the guards won't. Doesn't matter if it's outside the town walls, it still affects us all. They expect me to go with them, but I fear in my old age I'm not the warrior I once was. Would you go in my place?
Yes, I'll
Somehow,
help.
I knew you'd do the right thing. I'm supposed to meet them at Wayne Priory. You'd best get whatever supplies you need now, so you can get there in time. I need a drink to calm my nerves. Please, excuse me.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we'll get to the Fighters Guild later, but yeah, we just signed up for a monster hunting quest, so no time for sleep. I think this is going to be interesting. So the difficulty is lower, so there's that. But I've learned to be cautious around the quests in this game. They can sometimes be quite a bit. So I'm going to delete all of the saves other than the one right before this. So, all right. It's going to make some auto saves anyways, but we'll see how this goes down. We tracking that quest.
I hope to never see another.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And just calm down. We'll be leaving soon enough. I just can't wait. This is going to be the greatest fight ever. This is no joke, Antus, and it's nothing to be excited about. If you don't want to be doing this, then why are you even here? Father and I can handle this. I'm here because even though I'm afraid, I know that we have to do this. Father would feel the same way. Father's not scared. Don't you dare say that. You'll see when he gets here. I'll ask him, and then you'll see. Who are you? Why isn't Father here? He knows how important this is. What do you mean he's not coming? He told you to come with us instead. Has he no honor? I'm afraid I have no time for small talk, friend. I'm waiting for my father, Vallis O'Deal. Have you seen him in town by any chance? He is not coming with us. I think I understand. And it is better that he remains safe. Though I wonder why he asked you to take his place. You would join us, though you have no personal stake in this fight? An honorable deed. I gladly accept your help, then. There's no point in waiting here any longer. Follow me.
I like Rawlus a lot more than his brother, so I think they're both in over their heads, but hey.
We will spill their blood in the name of our father.
Yes, in the name of your father. Let us go forth, good sirs. Venture into the darkness. Slay the mighty beasts. Or die. That happens a lot. We've arrived at Odell Farm. I need to help Antis and Rallus O'Deal defeat the creatures that have been plaguing their home.
Filthy vermin. Stay focused, watch your backs, and be careful. Antis, are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Defend yourselves. Here they come.
Ah, goblins.
Yeah.
Ah, see, their leader's coming.
Damn you!
The goblins have been defeated. I should return to Valus O'Deal and inform him that his sons did not survive. Oh, did they both die? Eek. I get the feeling that's one where they probably could survive, but I don't know. I kind of went with a flanking attack there, but oh, that's rough. Yeah. All right. Well, first things first. Let's do a little bit of cleanup here. Rusty iron short sword. No, it's not right. Oh, a steel short sword. Well, that we will keep. Okay, well that's going to be brutal.
Hello.
She's out kind of late. Interesting. Okay. Oh, is he? Oh, he's probably back at his house, to be honest. Yeah, this...
Hi there.
Yeah, okay, so we gotta wait. I mean, we could probably picked up the key off of one of the bodies, but that didn't seem like the very honorable thing to do, so, and this character is definitely kind of the proud warrior type, so, okay, well, now we can just get a room for the night. Innkeep? Okay. Oh.
Be gone, weakling. I have no use for you.
There's times like this where I wish I had my webcam on. See my face to that. That was unexpectedly aggressive. Okay, let's go to the fancy place. I tried to get a room here, but they all I've gotten was a battle with goblins and bad attitude. So oh, is it just too late? Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. Well, what are we gonna do? So sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I guess I suppose we can just... I don't know. I've never run into this situation. I mean, we probably could have used the farmhouse. Well, no, I don't think it lets you do that in this game. Well, I think we're just gonna have to wait until... No, because I don't do that. I don't use the rest button. Although in this case, I think no. Okay, so we're basically gonna be sleeping on a table since there's no one here for like 4 hours. We'll just call this like a nap. There we go.
How do you do? Welcome to the Oak and Crosier. This one is Talasima, your hostess.
Our rooms and food are at your disposal.
Okay.
There's
Now
one
can we get
available for the night if you're interested. It'll be 10 gold. What do you say?
It was
The
10
room
gold.
is upstairs, first door to the left. Sleep well. Farewell.
Okay, so we'll sleep the rest of it up here and then go talk to the father. About what went down. Yeah, okay. And with that, we're at day 4. Still not dead. Okay, so the last one I think we were doing a lot of like mountain climbing and stuff. This one, very much more using our blade and yeah, we had a goblin fight and it was just a lot of fighting. Yeah, day 3 was definitely a lot of fighting. So, or level 2 was a lot of fighting. So, I think strength still going up, agility for sure. And luck. Not so much the personality aspect, so. Alright, let's go find the dad. And then we can go to the Fighters Guild, finally.
Yes?
Rallis and Antus need your help, whether they know it or not. There's no time to waste. They didn't make it. Oh, God. They died out there all alone. I should have been with them. It should have been me, not them. I'm sorry. You did all you could, I'm sure. Thank you for trying. I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you. What little money I have must now be spent on burials. Please, if you'll excuse me.
Well, okay. Well, we did the thing, and that's kind of all we really got out of it, but okay, this is who we would have wanted to talk to, but, well, yeah, okay. I like that these are slowly leaking out onto the ground. I'm just going to go to the Fighters Guild now. I suppose I can turn off the saves. we're not using fast travel, so autosave on rest. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I don't want to do it. I think they're too useful. And this game's crashed on me twice so far, so I'm definitely out of an abundance of caution, just not going to turn those off. Okay, I do think we actually have some stuff that I want to sell first.
Hello, I'm Rashida, the smith, and this is Fire and Steel. Quality armor and weapons, repairs too. What can I do for you? If I can't fix it, it ain't broke. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. That's a good deal.
Oh, finally some boots. Do they have steel? Rashida's special, huh? Yeah, we could... Yeah, let's get all ironed out.
You drive a hard bargain. Pleasure doing business with you.
I think we've got all the iron stuff. The armor, at least.
Come back and see me again. Take care. Yes? Can I interest you in some of my wares? An excellent bargain. You drive a hard bargain. An excellent bargain. A pleasure to serve you. Let's see what we've got here. Goodbye.
All right, sweet. So yeah, now we're all kitted out. Not the fanciest looking armor, but respectable.
I ran into some goblins in the woods not long ago. Nasty little beasts.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
Safe
Ah, there it
travels.
Good day.
Good afternoon.
I got all these books to read, but I've like haven't had the time, I feel, to actually get to like read them on stream. So they're fighting books because this character, that's like his thing. He just cares about fighting, but also probably not. I guess that kind of makes sense. Wow, that guy! Wow, look at this armor set. Pretty sweet.
You're not afraid of trouble, are you? You'd like the Fighters Guild. If you're interested, see Velena Daunton in Coral, or Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhal. I'm through talking to you.
Velena something something.
I'm listening.
Greetings. How may I help you? Are you perhaps interested in joining the Fighters Guild? The Fighters Guild is a brotherhood of warriors. We provide a service to Tamriel, lending steel and shield to those who need our help. Whether that means ridding a town of an invading menace or protecting a helpless mage, we'll take the contract. The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a bounty on your head, we may be able to use you. Are you interested in joining?
Yes, sign me up.
You are now an associate in the Fighters Guild. You should report to either Azan in Anvil or Burz Grokash in Cheydinhal for contracts.
Okay.
You too.
Okay, so we're in the like one city where we can't do contracts right now, so we gotta hit the road again. Man, a lot of traveling. This character has been to 2 cities so far. Well, now we can actually like stay at Fighters Guild wherever. So, but yeah, we'll take a look at the map just so I can get an idea on where we want to go. It's still fairly early in the day, so I don't think we're going to be staying another night in Coral. So yeah, option A is Anvil. And option B is Cheydinhal. Just double check that it's correct. It would seem weird to me to go to Cheydinhal. Like, go back over there. So I think we're going to end up in Anvil again, which is where my last 2 characters have died. Funny enough. So, alright. Well, yeah, that makes the most sense to me. So even if it has been where we were the last 2 times, but it's not going to be like the last 2 times, is it? No, it's not. I tell myself, so let's just go that way. And yeah, it's actually pretty late, so we might end up camping out in the wilderness or whatever. But okay, so our character knows that Anvil is along the Gold Coast. It's nowhere near the road that we're going on, but it's to the south and it's to the west.
Aye.
So Yeah, so Imperial City's west. Let's go find the ocean. Yeah, these ruins are really interesting. Wendir. Whoa, look at that. Man, that's a big statue. Oh, there's a village. Okay. The Way Shrine of Julianos. Okay, so we've know the truth, observe the law, pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessings. So we've run across one of these before, up in the mountains. Oh boy, what the hell happened here? Okay, not good. Oh. Okay, so we do have a save. What the hell? Okay. What on earth? Okay, so the place is just filled with bones and plates, and there's a corpse on the lit furnace there. The place is just like absolutely trash. Is there like a basement or something? They're just using like furniture to keep the fire going. I have no idea what the hell is going on there, but I think we should get far, far away from it. Unless there's like a basement or something. Yeah, let's go. Go, go, go. Okay, I gotta step away for just a second, then I'll be back. Okay, I've got a little bit more time tonight. Huh.
It all feels good. It's all fun. Why not?
Okay. You seem like you know what's going on here.
To revel in the glory that is the shrine of Sanguine? It is a place of celebration for us. We dance, we make love. Would you speak with Sanguine?
I will not speak to Sanguine.
Go on about your dreary existence. The Lord Sanguine has no interest in one such as yourself.
Okay.
I'll be here.
Alright, well, we're just gonna keep moving along. I don't know much about Sanguine, but, yeah. Just going off my gut there. Okay, yeah, that's a bit steep. Be strong for war and fight evil. Pray at my chapel altars to receive my blessings. Alright. Sun's starting to come down. And unfortunately, yeah, it's getting kind of late. I think probably camping out here for the night makes the most sense. So finish gathering up some flowers and then, because there's no bed, I think what we'll just do is just rest for 8 hours. Yeah, shrines is as good place as any, so. Alright, let me just reference. Okay, so it's going to recognize that river, which is the one that flows west to the sea. So we're going to follow that as well as we can. Well, the dog found me, but would have rather it been one of the bandits, but I think we'll avoid that for now. I think I'm a little bit conflicted on that one. Like, on the one hand, I'm pretty sure that camp was a bandit camp, but on the other hand, they hadn't really attacked me. So, it just didn't feel right. Yeah, it might be better to follow the road here. Wow, it's an active wolf. Gotta admire the wolf for that frontal assault. But yeah, so now this clearly is the Gold Coast, so coming up on where the river meets the sea. What? I don't know. So I believe down that way is Elsewhere, which is the homeland of the Khajiits.
Yeah. Oh.
Alright, so we follow the Gold Coast. Eventually we'll find Anvil. And lots of mud crabs. Nirnroot, mud crabs, and adventuring. Oh, there it is. It would appear that there's a cave that leads under Castle Anvil. It might be worth a look. Maybe. Make a mental note of that. I think I saw something about Olger Fogeye is unconscious. A smuggler's cave. So I gotta pause it here, because it's super late at night. Okay, so we're gonna save, and then I'll talk a little bit more about that, because that's an interesting twist. I didn't know that existed. I think we're day 5 too now. Yeah, we're gonna overwrite this. Okay. I've died so many times in Anvil. Oh, I've died twice in Anvil. Twice in a row. And maybe we'll make it 3 times in a row. Next time on Oblivion. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there. So maybe I'll be able to get another session in this weekend. Streaming kind of later at night, but yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that. Kind of off the main road. I think dropping it down a level of difficulty has made the fights easier to get through. It's weird. There's like it feels like there's a really big gap between the two, but anyway, so about that. So Teal'c's backstory, which basically what I do is I make the stat set with the dice rolling system that I've got. Basically like rolling a character sheet in a way. Except there's less control of it. There's like no control on my end. But basically it's set up so that it's biased against replicating old character sets, so it's almost completely random aside from that, and that depending on like what race you choose and then like what characteristics you have, the skills are built off of that. But then I take those skills and I put them into ChatGPT and I have it just build a backstory for that character based on the race and like all the stuff that I've decided beforehand to do. So in this case, you know, like I've got a whole backstory for Teal'c. A big part of it, which is you know, like bandits and raiders from the sea, took this very important artifact seed from the I forget what the trees are. My lore is going to get better for sure. But this very important like seed pod, and that he was supposed to guard, which is why he's kind of in this self-imposed exile. So for him to come across a smuggler's cave on the coast, very far from Black Marsh, where he's from, I'm sure a part of him is thinking like maybe this is where it is. Maybe these were the ones. So I think on the next playthrough, the first thing I'm going to do is actually enter there. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think they're going to be friendly. But we'll see. So I think it's really interesting that a quest thing pops up. They obviously want you to investigate a little bit further, but we'll see. Last 2 playthroughs I've had have ended in Anvil, so through random quests in Anvil, not like Brave Companions or like main storyline stuff. So it's an interesting place. There's lots of little things occurring there, but I didn't expect that, but I think that's where I'm going to go with the next one. So anyways, with that, I gotta go to bed. So it's pretty late over here, and but yeah, I was just having too much fun. So just like old Oblivion. So so for anyone watching, thanks for checking it out. I'll try and stream again this weekend, and get another session in. And then on the weekdays, I'll be back to playing this JRPG that I picked out of a hat from the Xbox Marketplace. And so I'm gonna try and beat that one. But yeah, so until next time, I hope everyone has a good night. Vernal, it was good seeing you on. So I am trying to stream earlier in the night. So but yeah, it was good seeing you on. And then yeah, and have a good night, everyone. Cheers.